Welcome back. The Yale Academy strives to support and encourage Western New York's youth, and I'm joined now by Executive Director Leanthony Freeman with more information. Welcome, Leanthony. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Let's talk about Yale Academy first and everything that you do for our community's youth.
Absolutely. So Y.A.L.E Academy is a multi-regional 501c3 accredited nonprofit. We are based in Atlanta, had the opportunity to expand back home 2 years ago to Buffalo, as well as our online program in California. So we've been in inception for roughly 7 going on 8 years, right? We're most renowned for one of our service programs, which is our Induction to Manhood program, in which partners with the school systems as well as the justice systems to implement their program.
Nice. All righty. Do you want to talk about why programs like this are so important?
Yes, believing at this point that exposure is essential, right? And that to an extent, we like to separate ourselves from the term mentorship, right? Because there's a lot of mentorship organizations. However, we believe at Y.A.L.E Academy that mentorship is just a presence in one's life, right? Where we serve a curriculum-based program, right? And so the goal there is to transform the student from point A all the way to Z with proper structure to get to that point.
Alrighty. Well, let's talk about your upcoming summit happening next Tuesday, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So it is our Social Work Youth Summit. Social is an acronym, right? It is a 3-pillar program that's going to transpire college readiness, education and training, as well as mental health. We have 12 organizations to function under each of those pillars. So 4 organizations per pillar, right? It is a workshop-based program. Start off, of course, with our welcome address, our keynote speaker, panel discussion, and then funneling into the workshops. In the midst of that, we will conclude with the award ceremony, highlighting certain students that the schools nominated, as well as concluding with our dance competition.
Okay, that's what I'm excited for, the dance competition. Tell us how many schools will be participating here in Western New York?
So we have 3 schools, inclusive of the Buffalo Erie County Probation Office as well. And so we have a phenomenal probation officer over there that loves to partner and do the best in what she can, right? So she has 20 of her case load that will be participating as well.
Nice, alrighty. Let's talk about some of the speakers that are going to be part of it. We're seeing your host there, and you've got a good variety of people.
Yes, yes. So our panel discussion is Director Y.A.L.E over at BNMC, right? We have a phenomenal gentleman in which I had the opportunity of meeting here, who has a phenomenal business owner that has a popcorn.
What's Poppin' Gourmet?
Yes, yes, yes. He's a great guy. So they would be our panelists, as well coupled with whoever the school has nominated as well, and that's a surprise to the students day of.
Oh,
right?
Nice.
And then some of our organizations that's in partnership, Buffalo Health Equity. We have the Buffalo Futures, and again, off the top of my head, it's a little.
You've got some partnerships under your belt,
yes, ma'am.
which is important for programs like this, because this is for our youth that are in our community. So seeing different organizations and partnerships that are seeing the value of what you're trying to do for these students is big.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's talk about how people can get involved in the future. Now, obviously, you guys have these schools and you're set with this upcoming program, but if there are parents or teachers watching this now that think this program would be a good fit for their students, how can they go about reaching out to you?
Yes, yes. Thank you for that. So please check us out at our website, www.yaleacademyinc.org. It highlights an overview of each program in which we service. Please take a scroll and go ahead and register and enroll your students by way of that. And then, of course, there's a selection process and vetting process as well.
Nice. And I love what you're doing with the people that you're choosing to expose these kids to are all different backgrounds. And I can speak specifically for What's Poppin' Gourmet because he's been on the show and shared his story, which is a story of trial and triumph that a lot of these students will be able to relate to. Or maybe they've seen it in their lives too.
Absolutely, and so that was the intentions there, right? Understanding the background, the relatability, and really wanted to grant a diverse perspective, right? And so, as you mentioned, What's Poppin' Gourmet, but then also Director Y.A.L.E, right? I believe she's from UK, and she done came here many years ago. Well, not many years ago. She ain't that old, but but she went to UB, right? Graduated UB, had the honor of working with her when she was working for City Hall, right? And now she leads a phenomenal organization to help foster entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah.
And so her story alone is similar in nature, but just the perspective is slightly different.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for coming in, Leanthony, and sharing more about this. Viewers, if you'd like to learn more about Yale Academy, you can contact the number or email on your screen or visit YALEacademyinc.org. Thanks again for coming in.
Thanks for having me.